Hi there, it's Kareem Habibi from Keeper's Nursery. Today is the 29th of November 2023 and I'm making a video about what apples you can still pick off the trees at this late time of the year. So recently in Kent it has suddenly got colder. We had a very mild autumn up till now. Most nights were sort of around 10 degrees. Most days it would get up to the sort of low teens, around 15, which was pretty mad. Recently we've had some frosts. It's about 1:30 now, I think. You can still see there's evidence of frost on some of the things on the ground. Let's hope this can focus. There you go. Yeah, so the apples are still covered in frost where they're in the shade. Frost doesn't affect apples too much, but at this time of the year where we're going to have a long night, in a couple nights time it's going to reach down to about -5, I reckon, for a few nights in a row. That will affect the fruit because, as you can see up till now, the fruit's not thawed. Basically, you know what happens if you put your apples in the freezers, they don't keep, the cells break down, so you lose a lot of the texture. The flavour can change a lot as well. So if you were planning to store their apples at their best, you probably should have picked them by now. I tend to not do that because I get a bit sick of apples at this stage of the year, having eaten them for months on end. But let's see what's behind. Let's see what's out there. Let's see what's behind me. I haven't really checked the apples in the last few days or the last few weeks. But we'll see. If I can, I'll make a December video as well, but it depends on how cold it gets. In Kent, we may have no more cold weather. We may have sort of -10 for a week. You just don't really know. But generally speaking, it's quite mild. Hopefully not as wet. Anyway, let's go. It's a sunny day at least. As you can see, most of the leaves have come off the trees, which is good for me in the nursery. Let's start picking apples. So this is Crimson Crisp. Some of you will know this, especially the ones watching from America. It's still looking good. I expect this one is still pretty good. Yeah, it's still a good apple. Although the flavour type isn't my favourite type of apple. Basically, at this stage of the year, anything with that lovely fresh appley flavour, I'll take it at this time of the year, because nothing else is really going to survive. And some of the really nice flavoured Cox types apples will be so soft at this time of the year that you know, the apple eating experience is diminished. There's a nice looking Jonagold still. It's actually wedged in the tree. As you can see, the stalks come off. Because it's wedged in the tree, it hasn't fallen on the ground. Because it's not on the ground, it'll still be firm because it's not started to break down, it's not bruised. So it's soft, but still nice. It's got that thick skin, which is basically looking after it. Yeah, obviously you should have eaten your Jonagolds already if you're Jonagold mad. Annie Elizabeth's on the tree. So Scrumptious is still on the tree. I'm not going to eat it, but it's a bit wild how it's on the tree. So Granny Smith gets a bad rap because, yeah, no one really likes Granny Smith, I don't think. If you do, I'm sorry. I feel bad for you. But it does not come off the tree. The stalk, this bit, the senescence, the zone of senescence, doesn't actually seem to ever want to break down. So these will be on the tree where birds will have basically pecked the fruit, but you'll just basically get that classic sort of apple core shape where I'm trying to do with my fingers, like an hourglass shape, and it will just be there, just hanging on the tree because it's not fallen off the tree. So again, like I said, if there's an apple that hangs around into December, into January, you eat it because it's there. It's a bit like in the summer, if there's an apple in July, it's going to be a pretty bad apple, but you still eat it because you haven't had apples yet all year. You're just desperate for an apple. I'll tell you what, at this time of the year, the edge comes off on a Granny Smith. It is actually slightly pleasant. The skin is still acidic, but the apple itself, the flesh sweetens up a tiny bit, and they actually become quite pleasant this time of the year. So even I start eating them. This is Pixie. Pixie is like a late season Cox. Sorry, that was bad camera work, but it's a late season Cox. It's that just looks like a Cox down there. It is quite nice at this time of the year. It's where there's loads of them down here actually. They've hung around. I like it. Let's see how it is this year. Still juicy and firm, and it's got that lovely Cox juice to it. It doesn't compare to a Cox in terms of its overall flavour, but again, at this time of the year and through sort of early December when you eat it, it is actually really good, and it has improved. Earlier in the year I was eating these and I sort of thought, yeah, it's the hype, you know, why do I keep recommending these to people? It's not actually that good. Yeah, at this stage of the year it actually improves, and yeah, I really like it. It's I mean, you certainly won't be able to get an actual Cox at this time of the year, so I recommend Pixie. It is a very good apple. Not Pixie Crunch, it's called just Pixie. Pixie. Lovely, lovely stuff. This is Tydeman's Late Orange. So as the name suggests, let me pick that one. As the name suggests, it's a late apple. Useful when apples actually have some information in their name rather than something like jazz. Yeah, Tydeman's Late Orange. It's a late orange by Mr. Tydeman. I assume it's a Mr. It's a very nice flavour to this apple. It's thick-skinned. I mean, the late apple is going to have relatively thick skin. It's not super duper crisp, but it's juicy. It's got a very pleasant slight level of acidity, but it's mostly a sweet perfumed apple. I really like that. These apples are really cold, by the way, because we are on the north facing slope, so you can see over there in Barming they've got the sun over there all day. We're on the north facing side, so everything's basically been in the shade all morning, staying cold. But yeah, these apples are chilly. This is Saturn. It's still on the tree. I'm not the biggest fan of Saturn, but yeah, it's kind of doesn't have a great taste to it, but it's a pretty apple. These are the Pitmaston Pineapples that hang around. That's really split for some reason. Wow. I mean, this will be soft. I'm not gonna. No. No. Sturmer Pippin. Is this Sturmer Pippin? Sturmer Pippin's around here. I think it's Sturmer Pippin. I'm going to hold on to it. Golden Delicious. So, at this time of the year, Golden Delicious, you can see loads of them on the ground. Golden Delicious goes... I mean, ignore these, but it does actually pale up, and it's quite a good apple at this. Like I said with the Granny Smith, it's a bit of a... Okay, this has gone a bit far, but there is actually a flavour behind all this sort of... Okay, it is a crisp thing at the supermarket, which now no longer is very crisp, but it was once upon a time comparably the crisp thing. But there is a flavour behind it, and the flavour's alright. Sorry, this isn't Sturmer Pippin. I think it might still be, but this is the actual Sturmer Pippin. Don't know what the other one was. It didn't have a label. Sturmer Pippin's a lovely late season apple. I mean, it's not a champion looking apple, but it's good at this time of the year. It's got that sharp, sweet sort of flavour, slightly on the sharp side, but very nice. It is a bit soft, but lovely, lovely, lovely stuff. Shenandoah is still on the tree. Let me pick that one. Looks good. Oh, sorry, bad camera work again. Shenandoah. Let's see how it is. I'd be surprised if this is still good, but it probably is. It's not as good as it was. Let me try another one. That one's actually alright still. It has lost a lot of flavour. It's like watered down. This is what happens with apples. It's still got pretty good texture, but it's watered down. It's a bit more like a Red Delicious at this time of the year. It's sort of, you sort of think, well, I'm chewing something, but I'm not really sure what it is. You have to chew a lot of it to gain a bit of flavour, whereas in October, if you bite into these, it's just full of flavour, and you're like, oh yeah, you know, one mouthful's enough. This one, you actually want to eat more just to absorb more flavour, just to satisfy yourself. But no, it still looks good, and it is, hey, look, it's basically December on, what, Friday? So, doing well. This is Freyberg. If you've watched my videos, you've probably seen the same thing over and over again, but it's good just to know what you can still do in December. Freyberg is still very good, very sweet. It loses its acidity, so it sweetens up. I mean, the texture's gone. It's probably better a few weeks ago, but still pleasant. Very nice apple. Very sort of aromatic, sweet thing. I like that. This is Sam Young. Sam Young is a funny looking little thing. Late season apple. Ooh, nutty. Not bad, actually. That's the classic Sam Young eye. I'm just switching around to see if the phone actually films it properly. Okay, I'm going to speed up a bit because I'm getting cold. So these Calville and Blanc d'Hivers look good. Look at these. Look at these. I will bite one actually. I know it's a cooker, but I'll bite one just to see. They're not bad to eat actually. Good texture. I'd eat that. I mean, at this time of year, I'd definitely eat that. The flesh kind of like pops off. Look at that. Odd. That was Calville Blanc d'Hiver. This is Royal Snow. It's looking good, but it's not my favourite apple at all, but it's looking handsome. Handsome fella. No. Oh. It doesn't taste good. Really thick skin. Yeah, you can see all the pears are finished. All the leaves are off. Still some leaves on the apple trees. They do hold on to their leaves much later than the pears. This is Ingrid Marie. This is a very dark apple, if you like. These sort of deep colours, kind of, I don't know, kind of scary looking. This an apple this dark. I don't know if I fully trust it. Yeah, it's very soft, but I wasn't expecting it to taste great. This is Canadian Reinette. Looks good. Feels firmish. Big old thing actually. Now, it has flavour, but the texture is very soft in a weird way. Like it's firm, but it's but it's a nice apple. It's got like nice texture. It's probably one to sort of peel and cut and all that. Something I've not got time for with my Cold, cold, cold hands. See if Margil is still good. Margil, which is the parent of Cox's Orange Pippin. It does feel alright actually. See how it holds up. Very stripy looking apple this. A really sort of dilute flavour on it now. But yeah, it's still good. I mean, the texture's gone. It's really sort of quite soft in it, but yeah, still alright. This is another Sturmer Pippin. Let's see if these are any or better or worse or the other one. It's always nice to double check because one tree might outperform the other. Yeah, you can tell this is a winter apple. The texture's bang on. It's still really juicy and it's acidic. A lot of the apples lose their acidity in the winter. Not that we're in winter yet actually, it's still only November. There you go, that's Falstaff. Look at that. Lovely looking thing. This is Falstaff rather than red Falstaff. Good looking apple, I'd say. Good looking, classic, handsome apple. Or pretty, I'd say it's pretty. It's kind of, yeah, like a toy. Still juicy, but completely lost its flavour. Well, it tastes punchy like cider actually. Okay, I'm going to race through some of these. That's the Hoary Morning. I think I tried this in the other video. The last video was quite a few weeks ago. And I thought this was alright. It's a really flat apple. Look at that. It's like a flying saucer. That's really good for a late season. Oh, great texture. Like it's juicy and crisp with a, sweet acid balance, which is still quite good at this time of the year, and perfume. Hoary Morning. Good apple. Interesting flavour. There I am, eating with my mouth open, with my mouth full of food, like I should tell my children not to. That's Lemon Pippin up there. It looks good, but I can't reach it because it's too far. Rubens. Nope. Oh, cold, cold, cold. So this one, absolutely loaded with fruit, obviously, is Braeburn. Braeburn doesn't quite ripen in England, well, in Kent, so I'm going to say England because unless you live somewhere sunnier and better for growing apples than Kent. Actually, these bottom ones look better. There aren't, that was a joke, there aren't many places better in England for growing apples. Like it's crisp and it doesn't taste of anything. Like it's refreshing. It's a bit like grabbing a quick drink. This is what I do when I work out here in the winter digging up trees. I just grab some of these or some Fuji's or something and just munch on them because it's like a quick drink, but nothing else. It's just like a quick glass of water. Not my favourite apple, Braeburn. This is Limelight. These will be alright. Let's see. Yeah, it's got that limelight flavour still, but very subtle, kind of limey. And it's going a bit soft. I hope this video is not a massive downer, like apples are rubbish at this time of the year. You usually don't get apples at this time of the year in some countries, so it's good to get, some apples still on the tree. And some are actually better than others. Obviously, most of these are past their best. I'm just basically proving, for the record, showing that they are. This is Holland Pippin. No, I don't know what the point of this apple is. Well, dual purpose. I mean, that to me means it's no good at either. Sorry, I'm just pointing the camera. This is Karmijn. Karmijn's a really nice apple. Karmijn de Sonnaville. A big Dutch apple. I really like this. This is a sort of sweet, acidic apple, mostly on the acidic side, so it's, you know, zingy. It has gone soft, but boy is the flavour still there. That is really good, the flavour. It's like, it's got the texture of a really ripe pear, where it just melts in your mouth. But, oh boy is that flavour still good, because initially, I'm going to take another bite. Initially there's just a bit of sweetness, and then you get, once the juice hits the back of your mouth, you got all that flavour. That's really good at this time of the year. I mean, it's not a crisp apple, but oh wow, that is good. Wow, that is really good still. Oh, we'll stop the video. We're done. I'm going home. I'm just gonna eat this. Okay, I can't throw that away. It's gonna get all hairy and covered in fluff in my pocket. Okay, back to the matter at hand. Madresfield Court. Mate, you're not gonna... No hope for you after that Karmijn. No, it's a bit acidic. No. Laxton's Rearguard. Interesting looking thing, actually. See, it's weird. When I'm filming this, I'm looking, even though I'm holding an apple right in front of me, I'm actually having to stare at the one on the screen, because if I look over my camera and move, actually I can do it, but I effectively move the apple out of the picture. Boy, filming is hard work, guys. That is actually fruity. So Laxton's Rearguard is crispy, not particularly juicy. It's really got an interesting flavour. I don't know what that flavour is. It's very nice, kind of nutty. But oh, I wish I was better at describing. I was not expecting that. Wow. Yeah, Laxton's Rearguard, it's very good actually at this time of the year. Like, up until now, it's completely useless. This is the point of doing these videos, to actually learn. I mean, if I wasn't making a video, I wouldn't stop and try all these apples, because I'd just pick the one I know, you know, like a sensible person. Peck's pleasant. Oh, I don't see that. No. Not pleasant, mate. Houblon. No. Let's move. So, the other day I did pick some of my seedling varieties. There's still a few out there that are very good, such as Seedling 82, that's Landsberger Reinette, such as Seedling 82, 24, 27 and 79. So 79 was quite good. That's a very handsome looking apple, a slight muscat flavour, very modern looking thing. 82 is just really good. I've made a video about 82. It's just so nice. It's so sweet. It's so crisp. 24 is like a kid's orange red, but sort of ripe for a longer period, and slightly crisper. And 27 is a very nice russet. These will be on older videos, but yeah, they were still quite good about Oh, that was on Monday I picked them, so yeah, they're still very good. Which is, you know, good for me, because late season apples, from this video you can tell that not many things are still good. Like this one. Cornish Aromatic, there's so many on the tree, it must still be good. Skin lets it down. It doesn't have a great deal of aroma under the skin, actually. Meh. There are better apples than Cornish Aromatic at this time of the year. This is Rival. We'll pick this. Ooh, look at that. It's glowing at me. Calling for me to pick it. Pick me. Is it going to be any good? No, it's kind of watered down. It was actually quite hard work picking that apple because, again, I was trying to do it through the screen, which is really complicated. Sorry, this is Rubinette now. Still got that lovely stalk. Yeah, Rubinette still going very strong. It's losing its powers, but it's still good. Let me pick a better one. There we go. Ta-da! This is how you damage your trees, by trying to pick apples without looking at the apple itself and trying to do it on a screen. But yeah, that looks good still. It is softer, but it's still really juicy and really vibrant in my mouth. I like that. Yeah, Rubinette is still very good. A lot of these smaller ones we can use as Christmas decorations. Now, a lot of the smaller ones won't taste very good. They just they lack flavour. Oh yeah, I could start picking them off the floor. Yeah, this is Captain Kidd. I love this apple. Let's see if these are any good. It's just watered down, unfortunately. I thought that would be a great idea. Well, let's just pick them all off the floor, but they're not as good. Well, tastes like watermelon now, actually. Weird. Let's keep going. Let's march forward. 27 minutes in. There's the road. Zooming around. This is Arkansas. Not quite black yet, but Arkansas is known as Arkansas Black in some places. Wow. Yeah, crisp and juicy. No, not that fussed about it. Oh, you can really smell the cider on some of these. There's the road. Yep, cars. Good for you, cars. Keep driving. Bye bye. So you can see at this stage, a lot of the rootstocks still have leaves on. Luckily, the nursery trees that I'm selling this year have started to shift the leaves, so I can actually start sending trees out next week. This is Pinova. Not a fan. Kind of tasteless. I'm going to race through this a bit. This is Nouveau Golden Hill, so I really like this apple. I've featured it quite a lot on my videos. It's going to be soft at this stage, it must be. No, it's still crisp, but yeah, the flavour's diluted. Weird though. You get flavour and it peaks and the texture's still there, but the flavour's like evaporated out of it. Don't know. This is the lovely Norfolk Royal Russet. Still looking royal, still looking russet, still looking Norfolk. Oh, it's such a good looking apple. Annoyingly, I'm looking at the camera. I want to look at the actual apple. Oh, it's a good apple. Let's see if they're still good. I reckon this will still be sweet, but it will be soft. Yeah, I'm a smart guy. No, it's even sweeter. Probably not as nice as it usually is because it's just too sweet now. But weirdly, like the texture, even though it's soft, it's not the floury, grainy soft. It's like it still comes off in clumps in your mouth, so it's quite nice. It doesn't. Yeah, I'd say this is still really good. Very eatable. Good. Yeah, it's juicy. It's sort of soft but juicy. Yeah, I still think this is great. Yeah, Norfolk Royal Russet, still good. This is Christmas Pippin. It's a Christmas Pippin. Name suggests that it must still be good, seeing as we're not at Christmas yet. Still about a month to go. It's sweet, but not. Nope. It could be better. Can't call it Christmas Pippin if it's not sweet at Christmas. I mean, you could start. This is Francis. So yeah, it looks good actually still. Again, it's lost its acidity, but yeah, decent. Still decent. This is Jeffrey's. Looks good. Feels firmish. Wow, it's soft. Nope, got that one wrong. That was a mistake. Oh, this is Browley's Russet. Yes, there I am, not pointing the camera at anything. There you go. There's Browley's Russet. Yeah, I think the bottom of this apple's gone. I think a mouse has had that. I've seen mice up these trees. It's pretty funny. Ooh, yeah. That is a fruity flavour. Like tutti frutti, what was it? The chewing gum, the yellow one, juicy. Is it juicy fruits or something? It's nice. Yeah, I like that. It's a good apple. So that was Browley's Russet. This one is William Crump. William Crump's been quite impressive actually this year. I've been impressed with it. Let's try again. So it has that texture where it sort of pops out. It's not powdery. It's still kind of juicy, but the texture the flavour is still really good. It's acidic. It's like I'm craving acidity right now because everything's sweet. It's acidic. It has a lovely aroma to it as well. It's not too acidic, so it's like sweet acidic. This is really good. William Crump. What was the other one I liked up there that caught me off guard? Laxton's Rearguard. Oh, some of these. I'm learning from these videos. Don't know about you, but I am. Sort of splits like wood. And if you chop wood and it sort of hit it, pops out. These are like, wow. It's good. There we go. Walking up the hill. So, yeah, we are sending out. This is Oxford Conquest. This is quite a sharp apple. We are going to start sending out trees next week. I will show you some of those trees in a sec. Nope. No thanks. There you go, those are some of the nursery stock. These are maiden apples. Ooh. Let's see if Rubinola's still good. I don't think they are because they're all on the floor. Oh, I think this is one that just loses its acidity. I untouched it. Oh my god, that's awful. I'll turn the camera around. Let's try a Tava, it might be similar. I mean, a Tava's never as good anyway, but yeah, both of them kind of fall off a cliff there. Sorry, what are we looking at here? This one's very orange. Oh, I always try this one. I don't like it. That one's quarter quick. Let's keep moving. Yeah, there's Golden Knob. I fancy Golden Knob to still be good at this time of the year. It's got the shape of a little apple that survives a few cold nights. You know, it can put up a fight in the winter. Yep. Now that, I don't know where the camera was pointing there. That is good. And hard to describe, but kind of spiced, a bit like not chai. It tastes kind of like a little. It's got the spices of something in chai. It's really good, and the texture's good. You can probably hear it is crunchy still. Yeah, I was right. It does actually taste good at this time of the year. Yeah, smart guy. Yeah, I can't describe this. This is really good. What is that? It's really nice, Golden Knob. Yeah. It'll come to me. That is a really nice apple, Golden Knob, at this late stage of the year. There was a Herefordshire Russet's still around. There they are. Ding. I will hold the camera and try and film. Oh, this is hard work. Yeah, broke everything. Dropped one on the floor. Snapped the tree a little bit. Never mind. That's still very good. That weirdly tastes like squishies. Anyone in England watching, if you go in Tesco, you can buy, I think they're called squishies or squashies. The sweet, where it's like pink on one, it's like a little rectangle. One side is pink, one side is like white. I think they're based on, there's all like Barrett sweets or whatever they're called, Bassett's Barrett sweets. The ones that used to they used to be on a stick, but they taste just like squashies, I think they're called. Yeah, very nice. Anyway, if you're not from England, you don't get that. It's bang on that flavour. No. Some apples I can't be bothered to taste today. Well, we'll try the Leathercoat Russet again. Look at that. That is leathery, isn't it? Rugged. Ooh, it's spicy in a weird way. What is that? Going in deep. I think It's actually quite good now, but in a savoury way. It's not sweet, it's acidic, but it doesn't taste of apple. It tastes kind of yeah, savoury. Weird. Don't know. Have others tried this? I thought it was just a gimmick, the name, but I don't know. I don't know what to make of that. That is a very unusual apple. Leathercoat russet was. This is Kent. Wow, that is... wow. I'm a normal apple. I'm crazy. Oh wow, that is cool. I'm going to take a picture of this. I'll pick a similarly weird looking thing. Ooh, just like Two-Face from Batman. Let's try Kent. I didn't know it did this in November. Still pleasantly sweet and aromatic. Now let's do the Two-Face test. Does the weird side taste better? Weird side tastes good. Does the clean side taste good? Less good, I think. And that's the really weird side. Weird side again? I don't know, I think they're the same, but I think weird side tastes better. That's my judgment. Let's race through. Topaz should still be good. Topaz, you can pick this until we can store it forever, this thing. Look at that lovely. Oh, it is very firm. Oh, I might break my finger just to prove a point now, but quite a big one now. Now that has a really, it tastes like oranges basically. It's like orange, or more likely it tastes like orange, I don't know where I'm pointing the camera, orange sweets. It's like orange sweets actually. Or orange, an orange drink. Yeah, it tastes like Fanta. Call it the Fanta. I think I've described another apple as Fanta, but that's what I'm sticking with today as well. Tentation. This is a really good apple. Oh, my fingers are frozen. Temptation. I call it Temptation, but I think it's French, so I call it Tentation. It's just a massive golden delicious, but like way better. Tastes a bit like pears now as well. So, not pears, like melon. Tastes like honeydew melon, I think now. I've really adopted all these descriptive terms. We can't sell Tentation, so that's just for reference. This is, oh look at that. This is a local new variety called Nouveau Cheerful Gold. It's pretty good. It keeps well at this time of the year. It keeps on until December. You pick it off the tree, it's always crisp. So very valuable if you are, if you've got a little sort of plot of land with a few trees on. It tastes good. It's got acidity. It's got sweetness. I like this. So it's basically, if it always crops loads, good consistent crop. I think that's a good recent invention by the what's his name? The guy in Marden, Staplehurst. No, sorry, I've forgotten your name. He writes children's books as well. He's very nice. This is Meridian. Oh, Meridian's good at this time of year. Wow. I'm still trying to remember the other guy's name. See, there's no editing in my videos. I forget something wrong, just live with it. I can't be bothered to film everything again. That's very nice at this time of the year. Drink that in. Oh, there's all sorts of fruity flavours in there. It's still very crisp and juicy. Oh, Meridian, where have you been? That was really good. I'd say this is one of these apples that's really matured, but still, it's like James Milner, mate. It's still got it. James Milner's a footballer. A very good footballer. If you're watching James, you're not boring. You're the best. I wish my kids would look up to you, be like you. But Frank's only 2, so doesn't know you. Meridian. Oh. Yes, that is a good apple. I'm happy with that. I'm glad I've done this video today. So this one here is called Svar. I think it's an American apple which some Dutch settlers or something introduced. But yeah, it's kind of, well, I don't need to describe it. It's rusty-ish. It goes yellow at this time of the year when it's ripe. It's got like a, politely say it's a Granny Smith flavour, but like a much better Granny Smith flavour. It's like sweeter and actually has depth of flavour. But honestly, this one is one of the last apples you can pick on the tree. You can see the tree holds onto its leaves quite late. It battles through quite a lot of winter, which is very good. Golden russet. I won't say it. But yeah, golden russet. These, I reckon these will be quite good at this time of the year as well. It's very sweet. The tough skin. But it's sort of soft as well. Slightly cyanide-y actually. No, slightly too cyanide-y for my liking. I'm not a big fan of neat cyanide. I'm not having that one today. The golden russet's right. This pinky thing, this is Fuji. Fuji is a useful apple to have. Whilst it's not, I don't think it's that great, but this time of the year, if you haven't got Meridians around, Meridian. If you haven't got them around, this is just a very sweet apple. I don't really taste of apple. It tastes a lot more like rhubarb, weirdly, but then really watered down all of a sudden. It doesn't fully ripen. It's a bit like Crickspink. It doesn't fully ripen. Really tough skin. Ooh. Ugh. Now, I'm starting to might plant a few more Meridian trees for this late season. For my late season needs. That's Diamond Jubilee. I don't think this apple's going to be any good. Look at that. Is it good? Nothing about that says it's going to be amazing. Brace myself. No, it's not great. Sorry. Oh well. Tough skin. Doesn't taste much. Seaton House, we can try this. People buy this variety. Weird looking thing. Oh, it's so soft. I think I've missed it. It's from Scotland. It's not. Oh, it doesn't taste of anything. It's like cottage cheese. This is Westview Seedling. Looks alright. Maybe. I'll try that one actually. Maybe. Not interesting, but firm, sweet, not juicy. Okay, we're coming to the end. I'm freezing. Now we're back in the shade almost. Oh, knobby russet. Let's pick another knobby russet. These crazy things, like that Kent apple. Whatever this crazy, deranged looking apple. I wonder what it tastes like. Tastes like marshmallows or something. It's weird. Kind of acidic with a bit of bitter. This is Allen's Everlasting. I can hear a helicopter. There it is. Somewhere. I don't know. Yeah, you can see it. They're after me. Yeah, Allen's Everlasting's good. Juicy but not dense at all. Tastes a bit like, this is the random adjective generator in my head whirring. Oh, that guy was called Breach. The guy who no, I can't remember his first name, but Breach. John Breach. John Breach does the Cheerful Gold, and he has little storybooks about being on the farm. They're great. The one I was talking about earlier, and I've forgotten what I was going to say for this. It is pleasant, kind of mild, a bit like a smoothie, with a bit of banana in, a bit of strawberry, a bit of banana. Do I want some Lynn's Pippin? Lynn's Pippin looks alright. Is it going to be any good? I'm really struggling now. My fingers have gone. No, it's okay. It's a bit. Oh great! Look, my neighbour's having a fag over there. Ooh, puff, puff, puff. It's not a fag, they're burning stuff. Happy. So cute and small. This is actually quite a big happy. Tastes for nothing. Oh. Wish I get that buffed up Red Delicious. Someone buffed this one up. Look at that, buffy. Wow, that is shiny. See, I like blush, but I guess the Red Delicious you have to really buff it up. You have to get that spin action. That's a cricket joke. I think it gives you spin. It doesn't taste of anything. It looks cool. Well done, whoever invented this, but it doesn't taste of anything. Ugh. I'm cold. Last few. Ananas Reinette. It's got loads of fruit on it, so it must still be ripe. Who says? Oh, it's acidic. It's not sweet. I'm disappointed with that right now. Okay, last one. Hey, Merton Russet. Oh, why am I filming that? So Merton Russet, I've been eating these on the way down to work. These are good. I think it looks cool. And I will eat one. It's light, it's acidic, it's like the Herefordshire Russet, but way more acidic actually. Ooh, puckers up your lips. Yeah, it's good. It's got a nice, interesting flavour. I think you call it like Would you call the flavour intense, or would you just say it's really acidic and intense? I'd say it's more acidic than the flavour being intense, but it's good. Anyway, I think I'm about done. Unless I want to try Orin, I'll try Orin as well. Orin is another Japanese apple. Japanese apple, Orin. Really boring looking apple, actually. Kind of tastes boring too. Anyway, I'm freezing. Thank you very, very much for watching. Here I'll pose next to some butterballs for this bit. Yeah, thanks for watching. I probably won't make as many videos about eating apples now because there's nothing left to eat. I will start doing some videos on how to plant your apple trees that you buy from us, or if you buy from anyone else, you're allowed to do that, it's fine. You're probably not even from England, so you can just you can't even buy apple trees from us. But yeah, I'll make some videos about how to plant them. What I'm going to do is plant some apple trees well and plant some apple trees badly, and then we'll see later in the year how they compare and how I look after them well, how to look after them badly, and then you can't really complain to me when your tree dies, because it's well, you can, because you probably haven't watched this, but yeah, it's good to compare actually the good and the how to do it badly and how to do it well, and actually compare the difference it makes, because you do want your tree to establish well. But anyway, back to fruit. I hope you've enjoyed watching all the fruit videos this year. I'll do some more next year. I'll try and think of a better way of doing them all always, but who knows, I probably won't. Thank you. Bye bye.